dreams.
Am I? With love.
You're just like flames, your little truth.
Reflected the last light, looking for a hidden truth, only to find a fight. To leave behind the past, hope it's a better way. When disturbs the fiction, go back from the surface. Our brain picks up as we go, nothing left to express. I found a new way.
How y'all feeling tonight, Albuquerque? All right, I'm Red Krypt. This is Steve Faze from Death Curse Society. We're going to be hosting this panel. First up, for the Ladies of Horror panel, let me bring up the Italian masterpiece, Cinzia Monreale. All right, next up, ooh, baby. Let's get Lynn Lowry up next. Come on. And of course, everyone's favorite victim turned, not really a fucking victim, Miss Shawnee Smith. And then there's this asshole right here. This is Jason.
Always gotta be an asshole.
And whatever. Go ahead and have a space. I'm going to start with Shawnee because has been some news in the Saw universe. Franchise rights have kind of shifted recently, gone to Blumhouse a little bit. Any future for Amanda to return that you can tell us?
I have zero idea. I just trust James Wan and Lee.
All right. Well, I had to go for the gusto right out of the gate.
If they go the wrong way, you guys will hunt them down. So I really trust you guys. I trust like the overall, whatever thing guiding this franchise is gonna do its thing. But I have zero news for you. Isn't that exciting? You guys came all this way.
Well, I had to go for the scoop first, you know?
Yeah,
Get
you got
that
no
out.
scoop.
You got no scoop. All right. Go get some ice cream in the casino if you want a scoop. All right. How about Lynn? All right. I know this is a basic question, but let's just get it out of the way. How long did it take to film that final scene in the pool in Shivers, for David Cronenberg's Shivers? And what was that like as an actress working on that scene and with David Cronenberg in general?
What? No, it took about, just all night. We were there like all night for like 14 hours, I think. The pool was cold, so they kept giving Barbara Steele and me cognac to cover us with blankets and stuff like that. So it was very cozy and everything. And it was, I loved giving the Parasite to Paul Hampton, because Paul and I didn't have a lot of chemistry in the film, so I really wanted to cram that right down his throat. So that was a lot of fun. I'm actually doing a photo op. I just did one where I was
I was
in
going
the
to mention
pool
that, yeah.
with fans, and I give them the parasite kiss. So, men or women, I have no preference. And David Cronenberg was amazing to work with. He was very young and ambitious and just a sweetheart. So I had a great time on it.
Great, great. Yeah, I was going to bring up the Colorado Festival of Horrors photo op you did because I saw some of those and I was very jealous because that was amazing. That was amazing. She's in the pool and everything with the outfit on and all right.
I'm going to do it again, so keep an eye out.
There we go. All right, Cinzia.
Yes.
First off, thank you for coming to America. How have the fine folks of Albuquerque been to you so far?
Okay, first of all, thank you to the organization to invite me. Thank you to you to give me some questions for these wonderful folks. Since the first time that I came here in Albuquerque, I was feeling good. People, I don't know why, is so kind, so hot, like a little bit like Italian people, friendly people. So I'm happy to be here, really happy. And about the professional side, I think that I'm happy too because I have a new fan here for our Italian cinema. So it's not nice. It's appreciating to see that new people wish to discover, to find out a new kind of expression through the old cinema. So I think that it's important because the contemporary language is directly coming from the old things in every kind of the life and in the cinema too. So thank you to see the beyond and to appreciate that movie, and I hope my role, my Emily, and so that's all for now.
All right, great. Yes. And all you contemporary new horror fans out there absolutely need to revisit the classics. Are you already doing that?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Half of you are? All right, we need to work on the other half. All right, since you brought it up, I want to stick with Cinzia for a second.
Yeah.
What attracted you to that role of Emily in the great master Lucio Fulci's Beyond?
The first thing that attracted me was Lucio himself, because I was shooting with him another movie, a Western movie. Yes? You know that? Silver Sled. You are right. And I was so young, and I appreciate Lucio because he was a great director, and I knew that. So I did my first movie with him, this Western movie, and for me, that I was 19, yes, because I had just already my son, and it was like my game when I was a child, to be Calamity Jane, to go to drive horses, and it was so fun. Then, when Lucio proposed me to shoot the Beyond, that strange, that character so extreme, it was. I said yes, of course. Why not? And then we should, of course. And passing the time, I appreciated more and more that character that Lucio has offered me. And yes, it was a hard, because a horror movie, you know, is hard to shoot. It's hard to do, to make for a lot of things. But now, as I said to a guy, I don't remember, just 1 hour ago, now I remember the good thing, the good experience. I forget the moment that I was painful for my lens, my white lens in the eyes, painful because I had to stop it on the ground with the fake dog that killed me, the blood everywhere. So, okay.
It's a great movie, part of a trilogy. Go look it up, guys. It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Shawnee, is it true that one of your first acting roles was at a McDonald's commercial?
Yes, that was my first professional acting job.
Is this
Have you seen it
commercial-
lately?
Can we find it somewhere on the internet? Is it anywhere or is it just gone?
You can find it. My son, my youngest son, went on a mission one night. I'm like, I can't find it. He's like, I'm gonna find it. 3 hours later, he found it.
Nice.
Choosy cheese choosers always say cheese, please, and you choose the cheese and the cheeseburgers at McDonald's. Whilst jump roping.
I bet we could sell that clip right now as a McDonald's commercial.
And then Best Friends, that was the second one.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Well, for those of you that didn't see it in the 80s, here it is. No, I'm just kidding. We don't have it. We don't have it.
We wanted to.
We didn't
That
have
was in
3
the
hours to look for
70s.
it.
You know, my daughter was just in Italy at a film. It was like a residency, and I'm sitting here because I left my purse over there. But I was trying to remember the name. It was like a seaside town, and they bring these filmmakers, and they all make a movie, and edit, and have a festival, and they house them. And she did. She had the best time. Yeah, it was great. She worked with Italian actors, and yeah, they write the script, film it. It was pretty great. I wish I had more details, but.
All right. Well, let's try to get to one of our first audience questions.
You know how it goes. One comes up and then everyone wants to get down. And we've got Travis here with a question.
Hi, thank you guys for coming. This is for Shawnee Smith. One of my favorite movies growing up was The Blob. Can you tell me what that was like filming that movie, and what did you guys use as a stand-in for The Blob to react the way you did on film?
Great question. I could tell you these couches right here remind me of my audition, and not the way that you might think. Chuck Russell was like a kid, like there were so many different, what do you call it, mediums they used for the Blob in different scenes, but my audition, I think I had like 45 auditions for this part. And he's like, he had me acting out things. He's like, okay, so you start back there. He was like a kid, He's like, you start back there, and then, you peek out from there, and then you see it, and then I want you to react, and then I want you to like go over here and shoot. And I mean, I had to work for that part. And sometimes the Blob was gelatinous stuff. One of the ingredients was, I don't know if it still is, at McDonald's milkshakes. And then sometimes it was a bunch of students from Cal Arts with like in a silk thing, and they had like sticks with these smooth things on top, and they would move it around. It was just like, theater camp, but obviously with Rick Baker and a lot of really, it didn't get the respect I think it deserved when it came out, but I'm so happy to see people appreciating it now. And Meg Penny's my daughter's favorite heroine.
Yeah, that's one of my all-time favorites, and it's definitely one of the best remakes of a movie ever. Definitely puts the steam in the edition.
Thank you. That doesn't often happen with a remake, but in this case, I'm not going to argue. Thank you.
Well, that explains why the ice cream machine at McDonald's is always broken down. Let's get another audience question. Go ahead.
Derek from Albuquerque.
All right.
Hi. So, you've all done a lot of movies, and I was wondering, in all your roles, what scene were the hardest to film? Physically, emotionally, both?
So, what scene was the hardest to film for all of you? We'll start with Lynn on this one. Emotionally and physically, of all the movies that you've done.
Gosh. Physically, the cold pool.
No. Oh, I know what one was. Oh, the hardest physical thing I did was a film called Torture Chamber that Dante Tomaselli directed. And I was in a cotton sleeveless nightgown underground in a mine shaft kind of thing, freezing, tied to, my hands were tied, my legs were tied, and all these children beat me up and stretched me. It was on a stretching machine. And they stretched me and beat me until I died. So I was so cold. And I didn't get brandy or cognac.
Bartender?
I did get hot tea though, so that was fun. But that was very difficult to do.
How about you, Shawnee?
Emotionally, that's a great question. Emotionally, for some reason, the seizure scene in Saw 3 comes to mind with John. That was so disturbing. Physically, you know, I was going to say the needle pit, but it was probably the sewer scenes in the Blob, because that water was cold. No cognac, no tea, no. Yeah, those things come to mind. Not McDonald's commercial. That was a tough physical. Jump roping whilst rhyming, rapping. Hey, I was rapping before, you know, Run DMC.
I feel like that was a dig on me for dragging up the McDonald's
Actually,
question.
you know what? I might just like re-record that as a rap. Yo, choosy cheeses, choose the.
MC Shawnee.
Yeah, there we go.
All right.
Cinzia?
Yes, for me, for sure, physically, commitment, the physical scene with the lens, was the most painful things that I did in the movie, because I said the lens, the white lens, were really two pair of lens, one soft, one stuffy, which hard, and the white one was really hard and was not good to have inside the eyes. And overall, I was really blind because the lens had a little hole in the center, but moving the eyes like this, the center was not in the center of my pupil. And so I was really blind. And the makeup artist take my hands and take me on the set, on the street. For example, the scene when Katrina McCool comes with the car and she stops just, I think, because I didn't see, 3 meters in front of me. And okay, I trust her, I trust everyone, and but I hadn't fear, I wasn't scared. But to say, I was really blind, so I depended for everything to my makeup artist. and to take off the lens too, because he had a little instrument. I don't know the name. Like
Suction.
yeah,
Like a suction cup.
yeah, little, and it was the only one that helped me to to be Cinzia again, and not more Emily. Okay.
Nice, nice. Well, thank you guys. Thank you, and thank you for the question. Yeah.
All right, Lynn. You originally turned down sugar cookies. What made you change your mind?
We had to bring up sugar cookies. Come on.
Who's seen sugar cookies? One person.
I hate to say this, but that's his mom.
That's my mother.
Well, it's actually kind of a thriller, sort of, scary thing, but... well, they wanted me to play two different characters, and there was a lot of nudity in the film. And I had not done nudity in any film, and I was really hesitant to kind of want to do that. But I thought, and so I said no because they wanted to do like full frontal and all that, and I didn't want my bobo to show. So I said, no, I'm not, no.
No, bobo.
So we had a contract that said nothing below, the waist, and all that. I mean, my back, you can see below the waist, but not the front. And so I decided to do it because it was two different characters, and it was just my second movie I'd ever made, and I thought, that would be a great experience for me to do that, and also to learn how to, be nude in front of the crew, and believe me, after 10 minutes, they could care less. They're just like, moving you for the lighting, get a blanket for her, stepping over you, doesn't matter. But anyway, that's the reason I said no at first.
Well, I think every guy out there has added sugar cookies to their Netflix queue now. And maybe some women, who knows, like you said. Equal opportunity. All right. Ziggy?
We have Ariana.
Hi, I was wondering, this is just a general question, did any of you have favorite props to work with for your films?
Favorite props?
Yeah.
Okay, so was there a favorite prop that you worked with? Let's start with Lynn. Lynn, you go ahead and answer that first.
Well, I loved the props I had in Model Hunger. Anybody seen Model Hunger? Oh my God, you guys, Model Hunger's good. I play a schizophrenic Southern Belle serial killer cannibal. I mean, come on, it's really bloody. And I have all these props, where I torture the women and cut them up, cut a tit off here, and cook them up, and I'm very good. I mean, and I'm funny, and I'm sexy, and I'm really scary. So, yeah, so those were my favorite props. But you should see it. It's on, well, I don't know where it is, but you should see it. I have some, if you want to come to my table. But look for it.
How about you, Shawnee?
What comes to mind is that scene we added in Saw 3, because we were like, man, we got to deal with the fact that there's all this dangerous shit around that I could, hurt somebody with. And Lynn, and I mean, we had if I killed her, then no, because she could have taken the weapons. And we're like, well, let's just deal with it in an obvious way. And that was that scene we added. I'm like, or you could take this and do this. You remember that scene? Did you see Saw 3? Where I was, addressing all the implements of death on that awesome set. Great set design. I mean, the crew is so great on those films. But those come to mind. Isn't that a fascinating answer?
Of course.
Yeah. Woo!
Everything you say is fascinating, Shawnee.
Liar.
Yeah, Mom.
Don't be an asshole. We already have one.
Yeah, we already got one. All right. Cinzia, how about you? Any favorite props that you worked with over the years?
And favorite items?
Items or... Yeah.
Items, I don't know. Maybe sometimes some dresses. And for sure, always in the life, in the cinema, the animals. So, and behind, we had 2 dogs, one in New Orleans, one in Italy, and it was funny to work with the animals because it's interesting to see how their owner can instruct them. So they are real actors, real actors. I make 3 or more movies with dogs. At my home, I have a cat, but I love the snakes too, the chameleon, and so if there is an animal in a movie that I have to shoot, I'm happy. And what else? I see it's interesting to be a character and walking through the scenes that the scenographer made for the movie, made for us actors. We actors, we studied our lines, our character, our way to live in that scenes that in the same time someone invented for us. So it's interesting to live a new habitat, a new space in which we can work. Sorry for my English.
Oh, I do have a favorite prop from Becker, Bonesy, skeleton. Yeah. See, that was fascinating too.
Yeah.
Has anyone seen Becker?
Anyone? Oh, there
You
we
know
go.
the skeleton I'm talking about?
Yep.
Yeah.
I have, also, I forgot, we had a chicken in I Drink Your Blood. That, you know, we wrung its neck, but we had it for dinner later.
Humanely. All right, let's go to another one.
We have Kiera.
Hello, I'm studying to be an actor as well, and I know you have to get pretty emotionally invested in these scenes, especially in horror movies. So I'm wondering how you decompress after a scene, how you get out of character so you don't go crazy in your real life. That's a question for all of you.
Okay, so how do you decompress after a very emotional scene in a film? Let's go with you, Shawnee, first off.
Cognac.
Brandy.
I use music a lot. You know, go for a walk. Family, coming home to like your real life. Take a nap. Yeah, you know, it's kind of like you're so tired at the end of it, you know, it's kind of like a good tired. I could just kind of shake it up and yeah. Does that help you?
Yeah, definitely.
What kind of musical artists do you listen to bring you back to reality? Give me top 3.
I don't know. That's like asking me to, that's Sophie's choice. I love music so much. I appreciate, like, it depends. It depends on, like, you know, what the aftertaste is. Whether I got, like, energy to blow off. It might be some Queens of the Stone Age, or, you know, if I just want to feel love, might be Aretha. I don't know. You know, you got to just roll with what's there.
Lynn?
Marijuana. which you can get here. It's like, wow, it's legal. That's so cool. No, the thing is that, I mean, I've been acting for like about 60 years, and I've done a lot of theater work. And so I learned in theater how to prepare a character, how to be able to maintain that character, to find that the pain, you know, the subtext, and to be able to do it again every night in performance. And so when I went to film work, it's not hard for me at all to just bring up what I need and do it. I'm kind of like a technical method actor. I have the feelings, but I have the technique. So then I just do what I need to do, and then it's just gone. I just let it go, and I just go home and have dinner, order a pizza. You know, it doesn't stay with me.
Yes, nice what you said, because for me sometimes it's the same things, okay? The work, every job, every work is fatigement, come si dice? Hard.
Oh, fatiguing.
Fatiguing, always kind of work thing. So when you are working, you are thinking about what you are doing, and often the emotions are out because you are engaged to give to the camera and to the audience, the right instrument, the right thing, the right action, the right technique to obtain what you see in the movie. So the actor often, when stop to shoot the scene, he returned to be himself. Otherwise, how we can survive in a character? But sometimes there are some scenes more engaged. I never remember these terms. When you are inside one thing and you want to obtain something, you're engaged.
Motivation.
No, when someone asks you to do a thing, you are engaged. Engaged. So sometimes it happens that you go home with inside yourself something that you put in the scene. Sometimes it happens, and in that case you take your time, and as these wonderful girls said, you meet our family, the son, our animals like chicken, cats, ducks, and okay, the life will start again another way.
I don't think she's endorsing eating your family. I don't think that's what she's saying.
But if you have to ring a chicken.
Get it going.
Chicken.
I love chicken.
I would like a chicken, but my cat is not.
Thank you for the question, and good luck in school.
We have Marcus. Hi everyone, thanks for being here. I was just thinking about how much horror has changed in the world of women, and horror has changed since I was watching movies in the 80s, and watching my uncle's old stuff. So I guess, do you all keep up with the genre? And if you do, is there a role that you see, like, maybe you're watching something like Companion or Sinners, where you're like, man, I would have loved to play that character, contemporarily. And just also,
I would have loved to be in one of those music scenes. 100%.
And then also just like, how have you seen the role of women in horror change just over the years being in the industry?
So, how do you feel the roles of women have evolved over the years in horror? Lynn, you want to go with that, or Cinzia? Yeah. How have the roles of women evolved in horror over the years, and how do you feel about it?
I don't know how we are involved. No, I don't know.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Well, I mean, I think women are like, long before, they never were like the tough guy in the movie. the star, the Sigourney Weaver in Alien. I mean, Tom Skerritt gets killed and she's like takes over. There were never women's roles like that, in the past. So, it's changed a lot, I think, for women. We're not just screaming victims anymore. In the Halloween Feast, anybody seen the Halloween Feast? 1, 2, oh gosh. Okay, I kill 8 people in a Halloween Feast. And I mean, it's just great.
Is there anyone left to have dinner with?
Yeah, there is, but you wouldn't want to have the dinner. It's a fun movie. It's a comedy horror. You should see it. It's on Amazon. But yes, you've changed.
You want to chime in on that? You said you don't think they've changed?
I mean, no, I agree. I mean, yeah, I'm Meg Penny, Amanda Young. But then, I watched Halloween with my youngest son. He discovered, horror, and then like anything, when he just zeroes in on something, like, we watched every horror movie. And Halloween 1, I had to go by Nancy and PJ and be like, you guys are so good in that. So you see the off ones back in the day, but the more women writers and directors, you see the roles changing, and it's pretty cool. I have a 26-year-old daughter who's a writer-director, and it's just one of my greatest satisfactions to watch her do her thing. Yeah. So, yeah, and then, just the horror genre there's so many great things about it. There was room, like back, Halloween, there was the room there for those women to do what they did, and, the writers. One of them was a woman.
One was a woman. Deborah Hill, the great late Deborah Hill.
So, yeah, whatever. It is what it is, and I'm very grateful to be alive in this time as an actress and raise that daughter. That's how I played that long game.
Excellent. Thank you, again. All right.
This is Paulina.
All right.
Hi. All right, well, now my question feels a little bit weird coming after the last one, but I think you've all played some really iconic, badass, strong women, and I was curious to see if that was the reason why you wanted to go into horror and that kind of genre, because you get to do these really, empowering, badass scenes, and maybe it might be more so true now than it was in the past, but just kind of curious why you guys got into
Yeah, man, it's fun. It's fun. I remember my daughter the other week, she was like, she was filming, or no, it was not longer than a week. Maybe right before she went to Italy to do the film thing, she's like, I just think it's so much, I just want to scream and just be so much fun. It's like, and it is, you don't really get to do, it's kind of like punk rock. Yeah, it is a lot of fun, and you have permission, and you better bring it, or you're gonna look pretty foolish. But yeah, one of the many great things about this gifts from this genre, the greatest gift being the fans. Oh, seriously, you guys are the best fans ever. I love you so much.
How about you, Lynn? What has that brought to you?
Well, when I first started out in New York, I wanted to be a classical actress and do Chekhov and Shakespeare and Strindberg, and then I was cast in I Drink Your Blood. Anybody seen I Drink Your Blood?
There we go.
I play a mute hippie on acid with rabies that cuts off a lady's hand with an electric carving knife. So I don't know why, but I just went from that to doing The Crazies, and then I did Shivers, and it just kind of snowballed into these that have become these cult classic, films. So I still do. I mean, it did a lot of theater and a lot of the classic things, but I love horror and I love those kinds of roles, and they are super fun to play. So thank you.
What got you into horror movies? What got you into making horror movies, and how did you get into it?
I said that Lucio Fulci asked me, and I knew him before for other movie. So I trust him that the character that he chose for me was for sure something that I could interpret. So I trust him, and I did it. It's a man, it's a director, it's a story that fascinates our actor. It's not only the kind of character, you know? It's the story and the way the story is counted. Counted? It's told. And inside the story, you can try to think, okay, I could say in this story, I could try to be that character, and the things the character has to do, it's not the first problem. Not always.
Okay.
I don't know if
I think you answered, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. All right, we got time for one more, and then I got a couple to wrap up with.
James, step on up. Hello to all of you, first off.
What's up, James?
So I know that on film sets there's a lot of things going on, precautions are taken, but things still happen, especially on horror films. So I was wondering, what were any of the worst accidents that either you were involved in or have seen on any of the film sets that you've been on?
Okay. What were some of the worst accidents or circumstances that you've seen in a film or been a part of?
Well, I almost lost one of my eyes, but it wasn't it wasn't a horror film, but it was pretty horrific. We shot in the Philippines, and I think at this point it was like a women in war film with I'm not going to tell you the title.
Come on.
And at this point, I think the director was like gone. I heard he was like off with some prostitutes, and the stunt coordinator was shooting second unit, and so I don't know who was directing us, and we were all tired, and I'd already had like been to like the emergency room there for what was the disease? Sorry, these words aren't coming. Anyways, Cinzia, do you know this word? Where you get sick and you pass out from some bug that's in the water. We tried to drink only tequila, but we had to drink. I forgot about the ice. That's where I learned about you have to deal with the ice. Yeah. Yeah. There was another parasite, so they were like, just run down this hill, and then we all had M16s, and then you hit the ground, and then there was like a Steadicam shot, and they were almost shot the foot off the Steadicam person, and then they come down, and at this point I was so just angry at it and tired and all that stuff combined, and I run and I just hit it, and there was no stunt coordinating, so I did. This is where film sets can get dangerous, you know. And so I just hit the ground, and my face flopped on the side of my M16. And I finished the shot, no pun intended. Almost shot the foot off and we finished. And I was so mad, I stood up and I just started walking. In my mind, I was walking home. And a couple of the ladies ran after me, and they're like, they're looking at me, and they're like, where are you going? I'm like, I'm going home. And she's like, hold on, and there's blood pouring down. And luckily, I ended up finding this woman found it for me. Her brother was a plastic surgeon, so she just knew how to find one. And this guy came in, it was a national holiday and his birthday, and he still came in, and I don't know which eye it's on, can you tell me?
I think it's not.
This one maybe. He stitched it up like, there were like 8 layers or something.
Wow.
But that was pretty scary. Pretty scary, like, you gotta be careful, because shit goes down. And enthusiasm and go team go and pressure of, the money that's riding every minute that goes by that you're not producing something, of the day's work can, make people forget, Anyways, survive. All's well that ends well is how that story ends.
Your eye looks great.
Thank you.
Yeah. How about you?
Okay. Well, anybody seen Cat People?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So I had that scene where I have to fall down the stairs. First time I went down the stairs, they didn't take the tacks out of the carpet that they'd built. And my hands got all cut up and bloody.
We're just assuming you actually fell down the stairs?
Yeah, I had to go down face first into the camera, down the stairs, screaming. Well, actually the first problem was the cat grabs my leg and pulls it like under the bed and scratches it. So they had a mechanical cat thing, but it didn't work. But I had to keep falling on my knee because it had to pull me under. So finally they put a claw on a crew person and stuck him under the bed, and he gets my leg. But then I get out and I fall down the stairs. So I fell down the stairs like 20 times.
On tacks?
No, they got rid of the tacks, and I had to get a tetanus shot. And then I roll over at the bottom of the stairs, and my bra pops open, right? Because Paul Schrader had to show every woman's tits in the movie.
This is true, I can confirm.
Yeah, but they couldn't get it to pop. So I'd have to fall down the steps again and roll over, and it's supposed to pop. Wouldn't pop. And they had it on strings, and they had wires, and it was just, and I was just so rug burned, bruised, cut up.
You win.
Bleeding. Went home, could hardly walk. They called me back the next day and said, "We need you to come back and fall down the stairs again." And I said, no. And they said, no, we just need you to be at the bottom and just when your bra pops open, scream. So I get back there and they say, "We lied. We really need you to fall down the stairs again." And I said, "Hey, look, I want to be padded. Where's the coordinator here? I had nobody helping me." And I said, "I want to be padded, and if it doesn't work, I will fall down the stairs again, one more time, but I want stunt pay, and if the padding doesn't work, I want more money." Of course, Paul Schrader was not happy with me, but I don't give a fuck. So I fell down, padding didn't work, fell down one last time, they finally got it. So that was the worst experience I had on the film. I'm glad I did it, though.
Hell yeah. Like a time machine, I'd go back and kick his ass. Put him in a saw trap.
Paul Schrader's a dead. Thank you, man. Cinzia, did you have a harrowing experience on set?
My
Dangerous.
accident.
Yes. Dangerous, sorry.
Dangerous. Maybe could be dangerous, but not happens like this. For example, a big fire that burned suddenly in front of me, like this, and other moment.
The car
that could be
with the things
yes,
that could have been gone very
I don't
dangerous.
felt like a danger. It was a. I don't felt like a danger. So the real moment that I was afraid from something was about another people, about a stuntman in a Western movie that you remember, Silver Saddle.
Yes.
Yep. When a stuntman had to be, just a moment. had to throw himself off a roof and jumping in the tub. Yes, it's a tub with with water. When the animals, cows and horses goes to drink. And this water was full of dry grass, hay. So when he jumped from the roof and he go in the water, it happens that he calculated badly the moment when he had to emerge outside the water, so he drank the water. He opened the mouth just some seconds before and he drank the water with the hay. So it wasn't a good moment for him. And I was just close to him.
Well, thank you guys, and thank you all for the great questions. I think that's going to wrap it up for us. So give it up